Dennis Melka with United Cacao Limited. Delighted today to be speaking with you about our company that seeks to become the world's largest producer of ethically and sustainably produced cacao in the marketplace. At our location in northern Peru, we believe we will become the world's lowest cost producer of cacao. The market is incredibly exciting with demand rising every year and in fact supply contracting. Well, since listing, we've surged past over 1,000 hectares planted, compared with maybe the 400 hectares that we had planted at the time of listing. In addition, those plantings that we've been doing, the early plantings, have had really incredible results. Excellent tree growth, excellent pod growth, and really validates our business model. So we're delighted to see the development of the estate. It's looking very well. I was just there last week. In addition, we announced our small farmer program, where we're working with the communities around us to help those people escape poverty by planting cacao. This is an innovative program where the company funds them, because there's a lack of microfinance in Peru, funds the small farmer. It's not a donation. We'll eventually get that money back, and we'll make a processing margin on that cacao, which they eventually sell to us. So it's really a win-win for the company and for the small farmer. Correspondingly with that program, we had the president of Peru, President Humala, come to visit Tamxiaco and inspect the program. We're delighted to welcome the president, and I think really validates the strong presence the company has in the country. We also listed the company last week on the BVL, the Lima Stock Exchange. We think this is very exciting because ultimately what it does is open us up over time, not immediately, but over time, to pension fund investment. Peru has a privatized pension fund system with incredibly well-capitalized vehicles, a growing population, very limited selection of equities on the local exchange, and most of those are mining oriented. So we think as we become a dividend paying stock, that those pension funds will have a strong interest in our company. It's important to note the shares are fully fungible between London and BVL. So ultimately the stock can migrate to where the demand is. We're very excited about the cacao market. I think it's the only commodity on earth where there's less of it produced today than there was 4 years ago. About 6 months ago, Ghana, the #2 producer in the world, absolutely shocked the market with an announcement that production is down 30%. So they went from an estimated 1 million tons to less than 700,000 tons. Just a couple weeks ago, Côte d'Ivoire, after 5 years of uninterrupted growth, announced that this year's production will be down more than 150,000 tons. In addition, there was a scathing report from Tulane University that documented that an absolute increase in the amount of child labor of over 50%. There's over 2.2 million children working in the cacao industry in West Africa. So what this tells us is that the industry is in fundamental decline in West Africa. Able-bodied males and females are not working in the industry. They're moving to town. They're doing other crops. So this poses a big challenge about cocoa supply and where will the world's cacao come from. Obviously, we, as the largest producer of cacao over time that will be ethically produced, we think we have a big advantage in the marketplace, and that will reward shareholders accordingly. We're going to be making very good progress on the plantings. We have a phenomenal team in place. We've improved our practices, and things are moving very rapidly on the ground. So we expect to complete the planting in short order, and which in our opinion will create incredible value for shareholders. The hard work is up front. That's what we're doing now. Those trees that we're planting will be growing for the next 40 years.